28th. Kim Macdonald, Helena DeVries. Thanks for being with us today as we head towards a long weekend, Helena. Very exciting.
The countdown is on. Tomorrow is Friday Junior, as I like to call it.
Yes, it is.
And then, of course, Friday. And many people have Monday off. Saturday, big celebrations, Canada Day going on, fireworks. So across the country, we'll take you coast to coast to coast and talk about your national conditions as well as the weekend forecast that comes up in the Long Range.
We've seen all kinds of rain through, I was talking about the Maritimes, but Quebec, Montreal, and Quebec City, Sherbrooke have all seen rain, mostly in excess of 25 millimeters over the last couple of days. All this moisture coming up from the U.S. South. And we'll talk, too, about what's happening in the U.S. where flooding has become a real problem through Maryland and Washington, D.C. in those areas.
And today, the steadiest rain will be in New York State as well as New England. New York City is going to see a lot of rain. That should come to an end, though, by the evening period. And in Maryland, actually, 500 people were given the suggestion that they should leave their homes as a result of a dam that might have burst. So all kinds of problems. Let's take it across the country and see where you're sitting at temperature-wise. Looking pretty good in many cases, I've got to tell you. I'm looking forward to it. Tomorrow is actually my last day here at the Weather Network.
Yes, it is. Helena leaves us tomorrow. I can't believe it.
I know, I can't either.
I've loved it. While.
I have. I've been here a while, and I was here once before too, and I'm on my way back to Calgary.
Yeah, back to the west.
Back to the west.
She's going west, folks.
Going west.
And we'll say goodbye to you, of course, tomorrow. Yeah. And set your VCRs. Helena's last day. Okay, let's take a look at what's happening in Manitoba and Saskatchewan.
So you clear up and through southern Ontario. You do have the risk of thunderstorms, though, into the evening period. Overnight, that dies off. Thursday morning, wet weather up the St. Lawrence Seaway. Thunderstorm risk in southern Ontario. Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, though, not a bad day in the forecast. And the steadiest rain up the eastern seaboard through Maine. New Brunswick is going to see a wet day. Across the prairies, it's still very warm. You've got some showers and thunderstorms in northern areas of Saskatchewan and northern Alberta. BC is quite fair and lovely Thursday. Not much changes for you in BC Friday. Here's a look across the country. Fair across the west. Nice temperatures. Southern Ontario starts to clear out. It's a wet day for you in Quebec as well as Atlantic Canada on Friday. I know in the Maritimes, it's going to be a bit wet for you, but Saturday is actually looking pretty good. Look at that. A weekend where you're dry in Nova Scotia, New Brunswick. That's great. Some showers, though, lingering for you through Newfoundland. Stay tuned.
Important. Peak hours for sun exposure are 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So if you're outdoors during that time frame, you'll want to make sure you apply at least an SPF 15. Now, most people don't think they need sunscreen on cloudy days. However, that's not the case. 80% of the sun's rays will penetrate through even very light cloud. So when it comes to your health, dermatologists recommend you keep a close eye on your skin for early signs of sun damage.
Don't burn, because burning is bad.
We have the risk of some thunderstorms through the day today into the afternoon evening period across many areas of Ontario, even through areas like Montreal. The most severe cells could be through southern Ontario. Essentially what's happening is you've got a very warm, humid air mass. You have a cold front that's draped across areas of northeastern Ontario. So you've got the pop-up variety thunderstorms as well as the cold front related thunderstorms through the afternoon evening period. So more rain is in the forecast for areas of southern Quebec through the day today. Montreal is seeing the rain as we speak. You've already seen a lot of rain. Yesterday was a very wet day for you. And this is tracking up the St. Lawrence. Quebec City is into the wet weather as well. This is how it's going to play out for you across the Maritimes or southern Quebec, Ontario through this morning. We'll talk about the Maritimes in just a moment. So there's the wet weather, that plume of moisture, tropical moisture. Eventually, later on through the afternoon, evening period, you will see some breaks in Montreal, southern Ontario, a fair evening, but the risk of some thunderstorms overnight, possibly some showers around Sudbury towards North Bay. And then tomorrow afternoon, the risk of thunderstorms again through southern Ontario and southern Quebec. So an unsettled couple of days, but you'll see some morning sunshine and some sunshine through the day. Fog is an issue this morning for you around Hamilton and London. That'll burn off as the sun comes out. Across Alberta and Saskatchewan, we have the risk of some isolated severe storms as well with instability in the afternoon. But Calgary, 31 degrees today with beautiful sunny skies. BC, you're not quite as hot as you were yesterday. Temperatures only into the low 30s into the interior sections. I think you can hear a little bit of sarcasm in my voice. Okay, so highlights across the country. BC is fair. It's still hot across the prairies, unsettled in southern Ontario, and warm and muggy in Atlantic Canada.
Your local forecast is next.